Hello, Virgo. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do a March-April tarot reading for you, March-April 2021, because I am coming in at the middle of the month again, and so we may as well just call it March and April. I'm using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I'm also bringing in a few cards from the Tea Leaf deck. We haven't looked at that in a long time, so just for fun and sort of like as an oracle. And then also a daily crystal card. All right, now that's a special deck, and I brought it in for the yearly reading. Now we are going into the equinox, and so I feel that it's a good time to bring back a crystal. All right, so let's take a look at the messages for Virgo. All right, Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I just want to say, Virgo, you have had unwavering faith. Unwavering faith. Now, if you have had any doubts, you might be thinking, no, I'm full of doubts, okay? But if you have had any doubts, what that is suggesting to me is that you always bounce back to the position of faith. We all sometimes go up and down in terms of our faith, in terms of our faith in life, or whatever particular area that means for you. But you bounce back, and that is the quality that makes it unwavering. Okay, that's a little bit paradoxical to say unwavering, but you always come back. All right, Two of Swords coming in, interesting. Potential decision-making process, Five of Wands. The Four of Wands coming in, all right? So some fire to start out with. And the Four of Swords. Wow, I have to say this, Virgo, there is a tremendous amount of strength surrounding you right now. I mean, we're talking real stability. I don't know if it feels that way. If it doesn't feel that way, then that's a message that, boy, you are protected. It's like from all sides. You are extremely strong mentally. All right, your mental powers. This kind of gets back to that idea about the unwavering faith with the Eight of Swords here. Your mental strength has been just, I want to say, phenomenal. And I think that you are also taking actions to make sure that it remains that way. If you're not resonating with that, then the reading is saying, whatever you need to do to gain your mental strength back, what is it? What is it? If something is sort of rocking you off kilter a little bit, what is it that will give you that mental strength again? I'm hearing this. You know what that is. You know what that is that makes you feel strong. Is it something that was in your life, let me say, and needs to be brought back into life? It could be that. But the reading, more than that, is telling me that you are really rock solid. Let me say that, just rock solid. You have a great deal of passion, all right, and compassion both. Passion and compassion for other people. I think your intentions are beautiful and very pure, and a very deep, deep passion. All right, let's continue on. Now we have another four. Oh my goodness. I could have read these fours a lot of different ways, right? Just like the Four of Swords standard reading or the Four of Wands standard reading. We know what those are, but what was really coming in was this tremendous message of stability mentally, in terms of your emotions, your passion. And now we have the Four of Coins coming in. also suggesting financial stability, especially in this deck. All right. Again, we're kind of just going to throw out some of the just standard readings, not because I don't agree with standard readings, but because that's not the impression that's coming in intuitively. All right. So we're going to go with that. Sometimes if it's a standard reading, then, we'll go with that then. You could be resonating. I'm getting this. I'm getting this, Virgo. For those of you that have not felt stable, I really feel that the reading is saying there is a great deal of support for you. It's coming in. It's coming in from all corners, from every avenue. And if you don't feel that's the case, then I am hearing to consider some spiritual work and prayer around that. Just asking for it or asking for awareness of it. Let's continue on. And now we have Temperance. Beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful to see. I mean, talk about rock solid. Look at the balance coming in through Temperance. I have to say, Virgo, I think there's a very beautiful time coming in for many of you. There is a little decision, I think, that you're in the middle of making, a little decision-making process going on. And I feel that you've had to work very hard and kind of fight your way to get into the position that you're in. But all of these efforts and all of this thought process and analysis is working towards creating a very stable future for yourself. I think it's absolutely beautiful to see, and also potentially for other people that are connected to you. And now we have the Seven of Coins coming in. Okay, beautiful. Again, talking about some financial stability. It might not feel that way though. It might feel like, I wish there was a little bit more certainty, but it's almost like this protective angelic force is what I'm seeing, almost like a dome. I'm seeing like a dome, a protective force around you that is keeping you also balanced financially in some way. If there's enough to take care of the basics, we are blessed. And for some of us, there can be even more than that. But that's what I'm picking up here. And now we have the Hanged Man, okay, coming in. I'm picking up a lot of spirituality from that, I have to say. A very spiritual sense from that Hanged Man coming in. A sense of spiritual timing. That all of this is a goodness. I mean, all of the stability and goodness is coming into your life as a matter of divine timing. I'm hearing that you are... you deserve all of this because of the hard work and efforts you have put into life. Again, the Moon coming up. Okay, so we're getting the same messages are repeating, right? The same messages are coming in. It can feel like maybe I'm concerned, I have to make a decision. Am I going to be able to have the energy or compete in this certain arena, perhaps? Are things really stable and balanced? There's always an element of uncertainty in life, of course, right? And we can have a tendency to kind of get sort of preoccupied on that thought, when what's coming through here to me is that in reality, there's just a great deal of support coming in, and indeed even new support, new resources coming in on top of what is already there. So this is just phenomenal. All right, we're going to bring in some tea leaf cards, just a few tea leaf cards for my Virgo friends. Thus far, sometimes we've been seeing some connections. Sometimes they will tap into the astrology. So if that happens, there's just a few particular aspects that I'm concerned with, or when I say concerned, I mean focused on for the equinox. And so we'll see what comes up. All right, this is for Virgo, my Virgo friends. A couple of tea leaf cards for my Virgo friends. All right, let's take a look. The Tower. Oh my goodness. All right. Solid foundation, success with effort. My goodness, really, it does. I should just stop right there. Okay. Really, I'm going to pull three. But I should stop right there. That's our confirmation. That's the whole reading. That's the whole reading. Amazing foundation. You have an amazing foundation, Virgo. And it's because of all of the effort you have put into your life. And now we have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Okay. So again, this can be the feeling. All right, we kind of have the moon in here and some other suggestions that perhaps it feels like, with the Two of Swords, I'm not really sure, am I really moving in the right direction? Well, I feel that, you see, we have these two themes in the tarot cards and now coming up in the tea leaf. Right? And so the message again is you have an incredible foundation set up. You are supported on all sides. You have worked so hard. Of course, there's some indecisiveness. Of course, there is. You're careful. You're careful, Virgo. But this does not mean whatsoever that you are moving aimlessly. It might feel that way. It might feel that way, but indeed, you have had an unwavering faith, right? So it might feel like, no, I'm going up and down and sideways and all over the place, but you always come back. You always come back. And now we have Ram, okay? Which, okay, the reason I have to laugh is I really can't even now count. I'm to the sixth reading. How many times this theme has come up at the end? I think just about every time. So I'm gonna giggle a little bit because I think the cards are sort of they're sending us a message. This has to do with the astrology. Okay, and it's a little bit separate message. A stubborn, aggressive person, but it's kind of now this is just a little side note. All right, and then I'm going to get your crystal. It's a little side note. This is a message for everybody. It's not just for you, Virgo. Okay, but this is just everybody, and it has to do with the equinox astrology. That we have Mercury, okay, your ruling planet, Mercury in Pisces. Okay, so already there's some kind of confusion there in thinking, but squaring Mars in Gemini. All right, Gemini also ruled by Mercury. So what this suggests, okay, so this little picture in the astrology is saying that, if you run into a stubborn or aggressive person over the equinox, all right, I think it's March 21st this year, but around that period of time, or March and April, just, really my sense is if you don't know what to say, to just not say anything. Just stay out of those conversations, those combative verbal exchanges. Because you've got your own thing going on here. Especially if it's a distraction. Okay, so in that way it actually does tie quite neatly into your reading. If there is some kind of area of life where it doesn't even have to be a stubborn, aggressive person, but somebody that just, when you get into a conversation with this person, you just kind of feel like you have to kind of get your defenses up, and like maybe I have to say something. You're not exactly sure what to say, especially with Mercury and Pisces. To just, you know what, you don't have to say anything. Just that's my what I'm picking up here, right? Just steer clear of that energy. You've got more important things going on in life, all right? You've got this whole big picture here of your goals and what you are achieving in this lifetime, and it is beautiful. All right, it is just beautiful. Okay, now to conclude the reading, we're going to select a daily crystal inspiration, but of course, I'm using these cards as, oh my goodness, how beautiful. Did we get this at the yearly reading? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to check on that, but because now I can't remember what your card was for the yearly. But look at this, it's turquoise. Oh my goodness, I am loving it. And the message is prioritize your health. Prioritize your health. Wow. Okay, I just think for the equinox reading, this is very powerful for the Virgos. This knowledge that you are supported, that you are traveling in the right direction, that you are receiving almost like that dome. Okay, it's like you're protected and you've got all of these wonderful forces coming in. And it's based on all this beautiful hard work you've done in life. This is what to focus on, and just to know in your heart that everything is going to work out just beautifully. Let these fears go, because for Virgo it can have an impact on your health, right? And so the maintaining the faith, all right, that everything is going to be beautiful and that you are supported, is going to also protect your health. All right, Virgo, that's your reading for March, April 2021. Thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, as always, and I'll see you next time.